Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Tristan, the digital marketing specialist at Best Homes Real Estate. Today, we have the owner of Best Homes, Alan Kushmakov, here, and we're going to be going over a very important topic that I think a lot of brokerages have a lot of challenges with, but at the same time, a lot of them stand out and can like grow exponentially compared to other brokerages. So, Alan, if you don't mind, what would you say is the main reason why brokerages will stay relevant and kind of, like what are the value propositions that you think that these brokerages have in order to stay relevant?
Well, there are many different reasons. There are many different reasons. That when it comes to staying relevant or providing value, and more importantly, making sure that the agents have the tools right in their toolbox to go out there and get the business, especially in this environment right now. I mean, we're recording this in June, and it's a seller's market not only here in Arizona but all over the country, right? So so the agents have to be equipped to go out there and get the job done and service their clients to their best abilities. And the broker's job, and when I say broker, I'm talking about the broker owner, the CEO of the company, right? The leadership staff in the company is number one, obviously inspiring our agents, right? Number two is constantly providing value to these agents, right? And then number three, I believe, which is also very important, and I think a lot of times it's missed out, or even like during the COVID, it hasn't really been the same, is having the environment, having the culture, having a place where agents can really thrive and build and develop, their business, their brand, right? And make an impact in their customers' lives and make an impact in their lives.
Okay. Yeah. And so like with the culture thing, I could definitely see how COVID affected that and everything, but how did you kind of maintain the culture at Best Homes Real Estate during these times?
Well, I mean, last year was a tough year, especially the first couple of weeks during the COVID, right? I mean, everything was shut down. Luckily, we were essential business, and even though we didn't have anybody coming to the office and our staff was working from home, what I did is basically kept the same exact routine, and in fact doubled down. Once we got into the quarantine and shut down and everything like that, right? So every week, masterminds, every week, workshops and classes, every week, coaching sessions with my agents, every day, checking in with the agents, with my agents, right? And asking them, hey, how things going, how things with the family, how things would work, right? What can I do? What we can do to really help you out, right? And there were agents that really, they were worried, they were freaking out. I mean, we were freaking out. We were worried about it, right? So we don't know what would happen next, but and that's part of the environment. That's part of the culture, right? And then of course, obviously, making sure that we're providing the type of a leadership and the type of education and coaching that they need to really kind of go through that process, right? And continue to produce and continue to grow their businesses, right? And expand. And that's one thing that I believe a lot of brokers are missing out on is the coaching piece to it, right? The mentorship piece to it, right? I mean, if you think about it, like in our industry, where do you see a lot of money going to? You see a lot of money going to coaching, right? Outside coaching, I'm talking about. Outside of your brokerage, right? Like all of these coaching companies out there. I mean, there are some coaches out there that have $50-60 million businesses a year, right? And their clients, the agents, right? So those agents, they go outside of their brokerage to be coached on by someone else, right? So really providing coaching and mentorship opportunities and services to our agents is huge, right? I mean, like for example, we have several different coaching programs in the company. Like for the new agent or an agent that's struggling, we have a momentum builders coaching program, right? It's a 4 to 6 week program, right? Where we really help them with their vision, help them with their targets, help them with their commitments, and also help them with accountabilities, right? So that's a coaching session. That's a mentorship session for someone who is struggling, who's a brand new agent. They're trying to get their business off the ground. They're trying to stabilize their business where every single month they can close at least one deal, right? And that's huge. Maybe for some agents, one deal a month is not a lot, but most of the agents are not producing. They're not closing one deal a month. And one deal a month can cover your mortgage. It can cover your car bill. It can probably have you like spend some money on personal stuff, on vacations, right? School, whatever it is. It's huge because the average commission check is $7,000, $8,000.
Yeah.
Right? So with this program, we make sure that the agents, after about 4 to 6 weeks, have that momentum, right? And getting those deals in escrows within 30 to 60 and 90 days. The second coaching program we have is for experienced agents or those agents that want to like almost kind of like, we call it empire builders, right? But it's almost kind of like you want to scale your business to the next level. You're doing 4 or 5 deals a month. You want to go to 8, 9, 10 deals a month. And you're not only going to do that through just personal production, you're going to do this through people, right? So leveraging through people, leveraging through lead gen models, leveraging through systems to supporting those lead gen models, right? And leveraging through capital, right? So all of those things we teach our agents to really go from like 4 or 5 transactions a month to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15 transactions a month with Empire Builders coaching. But we're constantly coaching, we're constantly mentoring our agents. Like, for example, another thing, like this morning, we did that workshop, right, on building your listing business. And we offer to those agents a 90-day momentum coaching. So I sit down with that agent, or one of my success coaches sit down with those agents, and we're really kind of map out their next 90 days, right? We identify their target. We focus on the commitments that it would require for them to achieve or reach that target, and then daily activities that they have to do, right, to get there. And we map out next 90 days. So this way they're crystal clear when it comes to their vision, comes to what they want, reasoning behind it. We identify that as well. And for the next 90 days, this is what they got to do.
No, yeah, I really love that, how you have the whole 90-day thing set up. And I think one thing that really stands out with the brokerage here too, as well, is how, you have been an agent. You've done it all. There's a lot of broker owners who might have not been like a top producer, who might have not had like the struggles at first when, first becoming a real estate agent. So you've seen it all. You've transitioned to a team, and then you've been, one of the top real estate agents. So I just think that's a huge advantage for the agents.
Yeah, I mean, it's huge, right? Because like 8 years ago, I was a brand new agent, right? 8 years ago, especially if I'm talking to somebody who's a brand new agent or been in business maybe for 6 months or a year and a half, right? And they're still struggling, right? They still feel like they can get more out of their business, right? I can relate to that because I remember 8 years ago, 7 years ago, I was in the same situation, right? Even right now, I'm still doing some production. And the reason I'm doing that production is because I still want to know what's going on. I still want to work with the sellers and the buyers. So this way, if I'm sitting with an agent or having a conversation with an agent, I'm not talking what happened 2, 3 years ago. I'm talking about what's happening now. I know what's happening now because I'm still doing it, right? Now, I'm not competing with my agents, right? And the production levels that I have right now are significantly less than I did 2, 3, 4 years ago, right? Mm-hmm. That's not really my purpose right now. My purpose right now is to inspire agents, to deliver value to them, and make sure that they have all the tools to grow their business. That's it. But yeah, the unique proposition, I think any broker owner that been doing quite a bit of production, right, in the past 5, 6, 7 years, and maybe in some cases even still in the trenches, it's huge. It's a huge benefit offering that to the agents. You know, we have a model, for example, a partner model, which is basically almost kind of having the same type of perks as you would have on a team. Like we invest in your lead gen, we cover your marketing, you get digital media, social media presence, branding. We provide you transactional support, all of that. Essentially having all of the perks of being on a team, but you have the flexibility and freedom, right, to kind of run your own brand or develop your own brand, right? And that's a great model for a brand new agent or a struggling agent that really wants to create a steady flow of income, right? So having that model is awesome. You know, now we also have a model for an agent that has like doing 3, 4, 5 deals every single month. It's 100% model, right? Where they pay a flat fee for every transaction. That's it, flat fee, right? But then we don't stop there, you know, and that's something almost kind of like, I wanted to create a company where it's not just like, hey, I want to sling homes for the living for the rest of my life. For yeah. I mean, that's all fine and dandy, right? But I think there's got to be more to just selling homes for the rest of your lives, right? So I really want to create almost kind of like a lifestyle, slash business type of environment where not only you can sell homes, but you also can form a team. Like I help my agents to build their own teams. I share my best practices on attracting talent, onboarding talent, tracking their KPIs, managing their P&Ls, generating leads on a consistent basis, right? All of those things that they really need to know to run a good, scalable, and profitable team, right? And there are going to be some agents like, man, I want to have a team. Great. Let's talk about that. Let's put together a plan and let me coach you on it, right? We have some agents right now that branched out and actually opened up their own branches. You see, they're still in production, but now they're running their own branches, right? So that's another avenue that we're offering to the agents that initially started on a partner model, graduated into an entrepreneur, and now running their own branches. And we also have a couple of agents right now that want to open up brokerages with us because they feel like this is the next step for them. They want to have their own real estate brokerage, right? So we, as a brokerage, like if you think about it, right? So it's a lifestyle, it's a business opportunity growth, if you will, where we can start you at the partner model, entrepreneur model, and then help you to grow to the team leader, having a team, branch manager, and then ultimately running your own brokerage. And that's where I see every single agent in a company. I want them to grow because if they grow, we're going to grow.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, I mean, that wasn't even brought up in the beginning, but that's definitely probably why some brokerages get left behind is because there is continuous growth here, like at Best Homes. And, you know, it doesn't matter where you're at, but, you know, there's always a position above where you can just keep growing. And then, I mean, eventually you could even have your own brokerage.
Well, yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. I mean, and for me, like, you know, it was important for me to have that pathway to growth, if you will, for when it comes to our agents. Now, not every agent is going to want to have a team. Not every agent wants to run a branch. Not every agent wants to have a mortgage company or a title company or run a real estate office, right? But at least we give them a chance. We give them an opportunity to get there pretty quickly with our best practices and our systems and our models that we put together, right? As a brokerage, you know. And speaking of the mortgage and title, like I own a mortgage company, right? And we're in a process doing the same thing with the title company. So if you were running a real estate office, that's something that we can help you out with as well. So you can make money not only from selling real estate, right? And by the way, you don't have to be owning an office, right? We can actually partner up with you as an agent, right? And you can purchase equity in our mortgage company. You can purchase equity in our title company. So now, not only you're getting a revenue coming in from selling homes, but you're also getting revenue coming in and income coming in from mortgage as well as title. and you become a part owner of those two
Wow.
companies as well. You see? So that's huge. Another way of generating income is we have something called 5% for life. And basically, it's a revenue share, right? It's not a profit share, it's a revenue share. And we talked about this, I think, in our last episode. Like, and we tell this to our agents all the time, and they're doing a phenomenal job of introducing us to the other agents that they feel like are going to be a good fit for us, and we can help them with their business growth. It's very simple. If you're an agent and you feel like there's another agent that can benefit from what we're offering, you introduce that agent to us, we'll reach out to them. And if that agent joins us, for every closing that agent conducts, you're getting paid 5% of their gross commission income. So if the gross commission income is 10K, you're getting paid $500. And that's on every deal.
Yep.
That's not on the profit. It's not a profit share. Okay. You know, with the profit share, the market center has to be profitable.
Trickles.
trickles, and then you get, you know,
you get a little on the bottom.
Yeah, right. Okay. This is not levels or, you know, MLM or any of that stuff. Okay. This is to the point. If you refer an agent, that agent sells every deal, you're getting paid 5% of the commission. Simple. And by the way, I think we're the only 100% brokerage, if you will, that actually does that.
Yeah.
You see? And that's another income stream that you can generate here in the company. Think about it. Not only are you great at selling homes, not only you can become a team leader and generate income from your team, but now you have a partnerships in mortgage, in title, as well as the rev share.
Yeah, and then with the 5 for life too, I mean, there's, you know, every agent's different when it comes to like wanting to build a team. If they don't want to do that, they have the option of just doing that for the, you know, for the splits and everything, rather than having to coach the people under them, having to generate the leads and everything. So yeah, I love that program.
That's exactly, you know, that's a great point, dude. I mean, we actually have a couple of team leaders that have their agents in our partner model, right? Which means that we give them access to our buyer and seller leads. We pay for their marketing. We take care of their signs, their lock boxes, the whole 9 yards, right? We train them and coach them, right? And they get not only 5% of their commission, but also an additional 15, 20% depending on their commission split. And all of the liability, all of the expenses are on us as a brokerage. So that's an option for a team leader.
Yeah, maybe we should go into that a little more on like another podcast. Just kind of like, maybe if an agent doesn't know if they do want to build a team, and kind of breaking down the 5 for life, you know, like what are you giving up versus like having your own team, and, you know, with the rev share and everything, because I think that's a really good topic and it's a really good program. So
yeah, absolutely, man. Let's do it.
Awesome. All right. Well, if you're a broker owner, I hope this helps you with relevancy and just, you know, ways that you can bring value to your brokerage if you're already not doing some of these things. Real estate agents, if you have any questions about anything he said, you know, like there's the coaching, you know, we have the lead gen, you know, he has all the tools, and then we have unlimited growth here. So,
hey, one thing about the lead gen that I think we forgot to mention, right? So not only we give you access to a lot of these buyer and seller leads, right, that we generate, but we also, if you are on 100% plan with us, right, we hook you up with Tristan, where we can actually generate leads for you. You see, so like, and we have different plans. We got a plan starting at $299, and we have plans that go up as I think $499 or $599. I don't remember. But those plans are also include a lot of branding that we do for you, right? On Facebook, on Instagram, on LinkedIn, on YouTube. We edit videos for you. We add captions. right? We disseminate them. I mean, we do a lot of work for you. If you're an entrepreneur agent, 100% agent, it's huge. I mean, you guys are great at developing relationships, right? You guys great at going out there and getting your buyers under contract, your listings under contract, getting really good reviews, right? But when it comes to social media, I can attest to it. I'm super inconsistent sometimes. A lot of agents aren't consistent. So having somebody like having a digital media department in-house that works on your behalf, that's going to be, I mean, that's really going to save you quite a bit of time, effort, and money as well, and help you to build your brand. Because ultimately, in 2021 and beyond, our number one currency is our brand. And we got to be constantly enhancing and developing and building our brand. So this way we generate more business from our clients, right? And I think that's huge. You know, and I think if you're an agent, right, and you're like thinking about like, hey man, how are we different from my brokerage or anything like that? You know, the best way to find out, reach out to us. Reach out to me. You can email me. You can direct message me. You can text me. Doesn't matter. We'll sit down for half an hour. We'll talk about you. We'll talk about your plans. We talk about your challenges that you're dealing with in the real estate. If you want to hear about us and what we can offer you, great. If not, no big deal, right? But feel free to reach out to me. Feel free to reach out to our success managers here in our company. And hopefully we're going to be a good fit for each other.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you, Alan. And like you heard him, you can just, if this is on Facebook, you can just comment below, direct message Best Homes Real Estate or Alan. If you want a growth session, coaching session, he also does those as well. There's no catch behind it either. So if you guys would just like to set up like, you know, like the next 30 days for your real estate business, like I said before, he's been in every position when it comes to being an agent. So he's here to help you guys. And I hope you guys tune into the next episode.
Thanks, Tristan. Have a good one, guys.